Today on Beyond the Gates, Haley leans on a familiar face, Naomi calls out a lie, and Vanessa refuses to get out while the getting's good. Picking up where yesterday's episode left off, Haley appears to be in crippling pain but refuses to let Danny do anything to help. Instead, she asks another uptown patron to take her to the hospital. He says his name is Sammy, but it's actually Doug's pal Randy. Anybody else suspect he's the person Haley's been making mysterious phone calls to. Danny calls Bill to say he can't leave town because Haley's been rushed to the hospital. Moments later, Sammy, the guy who took Haley to the hospital, returns to uptown. He tells Danny that Haley specifically asked that she stay away from the hospital and her. Suddenly, Danny wonders if she knows Sammy from somewhere, but he covers and beats a hasty retreat. Joey avoids arrest. In full-blown chief of police mode, Elon confronts Joey about the dead man in the park, saying they both know who it was. When the cop accuses Joey of having ordered a hit on the busboy, the casino owner makes it clear he won't go down alone. Instead, Elon informs Joey that the investigation has been shut down and the men essentially agree to go their separate ways. Jacob walks in to find his dad and Joey not only together but shaking on their new arrangement. Once alone, the father and son have a tense conversation. Jacob accuses Elon of looking the other way where Joey's crimes are concerned, only to have his dad point out how often he's protected the Dupree clan. Is Vanessa in danger? A drunk Doug hosts a pity party, the only other guest being his fed-up wife, Vanessa. Newsflash, shouts Doug. Joey Armstrong is a dangerous man. Hide your kids. And hide your wives. Vanessa warns that Joey bugged Doug's car, saying no matter what else is going on, he's still her husband and she cares about him. He begs her to stop laundering money for Joey before he goes down and takes you with him. Doug promises not to pursue his plan to bring down Joey, but begs Vanessa to be careful. Ashley spills the tea. Knowing Ashley can't violate HIPAA by revealing what she's been hinting at, Naomi convinces her to share what she knows without revealing names. Naomi wonders why the unnamed woman might have rejected an ultrasound, especially given that her dad showed her an ultrasound. Asking why Haley would fake a sonogram leads Ashley to reveal that Danny thinks that ain't the only thing Bill's wife is faking. Naomi raises a solid point. Haley has a ring on her finger and Bill's credit cards in her wallet. Wouldn't any self-respecting gold digger just sit back and enjoy life instead of faking a pregnancy? Haley's shocking news. In the show's final moments, Vanessa tells Joey that she's convinced Doug to back off. Soon after, Doug buys a new phone on which to call Randy, whom he is stunned to discover is not only in town but sitting at Orphe Jean's. Meanwhile, Naomi finds Haley on the couch in pajamas saying she's felt better. Naomi has just one question for her dad's wife. Why did you lie about the ultrasound? Their conversation is interrupted by Bill's arrival, at which point Haley reveals she lost the baby. Haley claims to have lost her baby. But we just got a whole new reason to suspect she's lying through her teeth. Chapter 1. The Announcement. The moment Haley stepped into the church foyer, everything went quiet. It wasn't just because she was late, it was because she was glowing in that strange way that made people turn twice. She wore a loose cream sweater, her hair pinned up in a soft bun, and her eyes were damp. The kind of damp that says I want you to ask me what's wrong, but also, I'm not ready to talk about it. Naomi, standing near the coffee table with a styrofoam cup in hand, caught her gaze immediately. Haley, you okay? Haley's lips trembled. She put her bag down slowly, deliberately, like she was preparing herself for a scene. It's gone, she whispered. The baby. I lost it. Gasps. A hand over a mouth. Someone muttering, "Oh my God." Even Naomi froze, not because she believed it, but because Haley was too good at this. The voice, the eyes, the slight wobble in her knees, she was practically auditioning for a soap opera. And yet, deep in Naomi's gut, a thought pulsed. She's lying. Chapter 2. The timeline doesn't add up. Naomi replayed everything in her mind. Just 2 days ago, she'd seen Haley at the farmer's market, pushing a cart full of produce, with one hand resting protectively over her small but noticeable bump. And she hadn't looked distressed. Not even tired. If anything, she was radiant. Now, she was standing in the church foyer, claiming a tragedy. But here was the thing. Haley's story didn't make sense. She said it happened yesterday morning, but Naomi had spoken to mutual friends who'd seen her at the park yesterday afternoon, laughing, feeding ducks, holding a cup of ice cream. Chapter 3. Danny Gets Involved. By the time word spread, Danny had heard. And Danny was the last person Haley wanted sniffing around her business. Danny had a reputation for two things: her sharp intuition and her inability to keep her mouth shut once she knew the truth. She confronted Haley outside the cafe. "Hey, I heard about, I'm sorry," Danny began, voice laced with caution. Haley blinked at her, doe-eyed. "Thanks. It's been hard." "Right," Danny said slowly. "Hard enough that you could still go for a drive to the lake yesterday afternoon?" For just a flicker, half a second, Haley's mask slipped. The corner of her mouth twitched, like a guilty child caught in a lie. "I needed fresh air," she said quickly. Chapter 4. Naomi's Discovery. Naomi wasn't trying to investigate, not at first. But when she went to drop off a casserole at Haley's place, she saw something that froze her in the doorway. Baby clothes. Washed and folded neatly in a basket by the couch. If Haley had truly lost the baby, why hadn't she put them away? Or was she hiding the fact that she still needed them? Naomi's mind raced with possibilities: adoption scams, custody battles, secret medical arrangements. But the one that kept echoing was simpler, darker. She never lost it. Chapter 5. The Whisper Network. Small towns are bad at keeping secrets. Within 48 hours, the whispers began. "I heard she made it up for attention." "No, I heard she's hiding from someone." Or maybe the father doesn't even know she's still pregnant. Every version of the story made Haley look worse, and yet she seemed fine. In fact, she seemed better than fine.